right, welcome to another case study. My name is Jerome Lewis. I'm your host, and I'm going to be going over a marketing implementation case study. All right, so if you're interested in more, we have hundreds of case studies and testimonials. All you have to do is they'll come from this book here. I'll tell you how you can get a copy towards the end of the presentation for free. In addition to this book here, Real Estate Marketing Implementation, this is my book, and these are the strategies that we help you implement in your business, right? So if you ever decide, you know what, Jerome, I can do this by myself, you're more than welcome to. You're welcome to use my book. I lay everything that I do out inside of that book. That's everything that we do, okay? Furthermore, if you want to learn how you can work with a fractional chief marketing officer like myself, you can grab you a copy of this book. And once again, I'll show you how you can get a copy of all three books at the end of this case study presentation. All right, these are more testimonials and case studies. You can find us on Google. So, Den Lopez made $20,000 in 90 days from his, guess what? Yes, his book. Okay. That's $20,000 in 90 days. And this is all sales from his book, right? Not only that, but people that purchase, these are buyer leads, right? These are people that purchase, and Den is allowed to follow up with those leads again, right? So they've already bought something, they're already trusted him, and he can go and follow up with these people again. So the basis here is that we help Den increase his sales by publishing a physical book, right? Huge on publishing a physical book because most people don't want to. And what do? We want to do what most people don't want to do because we want success. Are most people successful? No. Because why? Because they're not willing to do the work. So help Den get over that hump and help Den achieve amazing results. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over introduction, the subject, the solution, and the results. So here we go. We have Den right here. You can see these screenshots he posted on woohoo, just hit #1 on Amazon. You can see down here. So grateful for those who took action and are now enjoying this book, Guitar Made Simple. All right. So what we did, Den had a book, and he was giving out this book, or he was selling it. He was doing some stuff with Facebook, and I was like, Den, you know what you should do? You should get that book published into a physical format because people are going to want that book. They're going to want that book. So you should go ahead and publish it so they can purchase it. And he did that. And you can kind of see here, there's no date here, but it's been 90 days since he published this book. And he's almost at he's almost at 1,000 sales, $20,000, right? So you can see here, over here, in just a matter of 90 days, he's got 82 ratings, right? And some reviews. Let's go further. All right. So here's the background. I met Den through a high paid coaching mastermind, right? I'm an advocate of paying for coaching, paying for results, right? Money loves speed. And if you pay to get yourself in these rooms, you can have success and results. Den wanted to get more sales. And I was like, you just talked about it. I said, Den, you should just make your book physical. You've already done it. Let's take it to the next level. Let's get it on Amazon so some people from Amazon can purchase. And that's what we did. Okay, so I proposed that he format it correctly for printing. He did exactly that, right? He had to make some adjustments, had to make some changes. But once he did, we got to publish and we got to push to Amazon. Here were the results. Den did get more sales, right? We talked about that a little bit earlier. He got, in the first 15 days, he sold 166 copies and made over $1,000 in those 15 days. All right. Should be, let's see if we can do some math. So he actually made about $3,000 in 15 days. about $3,000 in 15 days just by making sure his book was able to get published physically, right? And the next thing he did, right? Here we are. It is about the end of July, and at the rate that Den is going, he'll be hitting $20,000 in sales in 90 days, right? So here's the thing, right? 1,000 copies. That means 1,000 people purchased his book. What else does that mean? That means there's 1,000 people interested in products and services that Den offers, right? So we're not just counting the book sales. We're also counting all of those people that are interested in and said, I'm ready to do business. I'm interested, right? Now he can follow up with these customers and prospects, right? And he can sell them other things. He can offer them coaching. He can offer them courses, etc., etc. Now, some people might be like, oh, some people might be wondering like how this works. And that's where we come in, right? He's got his sales and we help him integrate some things inside of his book so those customers and prospects can reach out to him. That's what we help, and that's what we teach you when you go through our marketing implementation. All right, so here we go again. Those are the results. And I asked Den, and he was kind enough to send me this screenshot, and you can see his results here, right? He's well on his way to over 1,000. All right. So I want to play this. I'll play this testimonial for you so you can. So how can we get this? Let's see. Okay, it's not allowing me to play this audio. All right, I should have a copy on my desk so you can see. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see what happens.
Okay, ready? You got my book?
I do have your book.
Okay.
Want me to pull it out?
Yeah. So Jerome, I want to thank you so much for making me take imperfect action, and I want to give proof of what is possible. I sold 166 copies of that book in 15 days, made over $1,000 on it. I want you to open it to any page, please, Jerome, and read that little cloud, the little cloud on top. No, cloud on top of the page. What does it read? Read it.
The beginner guitarist playbook.
No, it doesn't. Read it again.
This cloud.
Yep, it says the beginner guitarist playbook. So now you have one of the first 200 copies with an error, which is worth more money. So
it is worth more. That's amazing. So have you gotten any complaints or?
No.
Wow. Okay. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't say guitarist?
Yeah.
It's still valuable. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's still valuable. It's like like it's not perfect. So that's what I appreciate. Like
that's what I appreciate you pushing me, because I mean, you can always find these things, right? And commas where they're not. And
yep.
And even like I would include so many more things in here, so many more, but it's done.
Right. It's done and it's making money.
And it's helping a lot of people. I mean, every day I get, like, I was going to use 1 million, but it's not 1 million. but I get like 1 or 2 messages of people telling me like, I got the book, it's amazing, it's really helping me out, I really love it, so thank you for publishing it. So
Wow.
That's also on your part, Jerome.
Thank you, Dan.
Okay.
I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, man.
All right.
Okay.
I'll see you both next Monday, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
much
All
more.
right. Monday.
All right, so that was Dan, and I was just showing you like the results that we got for him because he came through and he took that imperfect action, right? Imperfect action, fast implementation. That's one of our frameworks. That's some of the stuff that we demonstrate, right? And I love that story because of the errors, right? We always overthink it, right? As human beings. Oh, I want it to be perfect, and nothing is ever going to be perfect. It just doesn't work that way, right? There's a quote: "Perfection is the lowest standard you can set for yourself because it's impossible. You'll never achieve it. Therefore, you'll never take action upon your goals." Right? So here we go. More examples in action. If you want more examples, you see this book in the center. Tell you how you can get a copy of this one, in addition to the other books that you see on the screen, including Real Estate Marketing Implementation and the Fractional CMO Effect. So, here are the results. We got Den's book published to Amazon. We turned it into a physical copy. It boosted and increased his sales. He sold 166 copies in 15 days. He made $20,000 in 90 days. Here are your next steps. If you're interested, you can get a copy of these case studies in these books. All you have to do is schedule a call with me via Zoom. Talk to me and my team by this email address here, jerome@jeromelewis.com. Here's my text only phone number. Be on social media. Lastly, the way you get your free copies of the books is when you schedule an appointment, we will send you a copy in the mail. Okay, so thank you for watching. My name is Jerome Lewis. I appreciate you watching, and I have one more video to play for you.
Jerome Lewis.
Partner Jerome Lewis.
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 This is a book from Jerome Lewis. This is a book that on its page, it really caught my eye. It was The Insider Secrets of Successful Advertising, Lead Generation, and Marketing Implementation for Real Estate Entrepreneurs. So this book, I can't wait to read and very excited to touch base on and how to get a little bit more people to recognize the business and the services that I offer personally, and then trying to progress that forward.
He is somebody who is an implementer. He knows how to get results. He has a track record of helping people get results.
Anyone's looking for a marketing expert. He is so knowledgeable. He has introduced me to some very practical, useful tools, and just the way that I can use them for it to flow in my business has been tremendous.
If you're stuck in your business on implementation, which tool to use, look no further. Jerome, thank you so much for helping me launch my virtual summit. I'm so excited that you are part of that as well. But
this is where you place your ad. So remember I kept talking about, like, why would you just do TikTok when all you got to do is hit the checkbox on Facebook? Well, this is where you do that inside the ad placement. So all you do is check that box and all your stuff is over on Instagram.
I'm eternally grateful for the opportunities that has risen out of our partnership. Yesterday, I taught my very first class in EXP World, and I was so nervous to do it. I honestly struggled with even like believing in myself that I could do it. But when it was all said and done, everyone loved the class, and Jerome believed in me the entire time.
He's always been very helpful to me. He's actually been very helpful to a lot of my clients. I turn to him for a lot of advice, and we have worked together on and off.
Can't tell by now, I'm very serious. I'm an implementer. I'm like, dude, let's get stuff done. So you go to her class and you come get the content, then you come to my class, which is, it used to be just the social media mastermind.
Partner Jerome Lewis and my friend, he really helped me out with this. And, I can't really even write a sentence sometimes, but he somehow got me to do this, right? He got me to do this, right? And, this feels good, right? When you see this, like, hey, how many people can say they wrote a book, right?
And Jerome did this really well. He reached out, he gave me a video, and he said, hey, Leanna, by the way, I noticed that you always have the retargeting recipes behind there, and that you don't have your own book. So I went ahead and did something for you to help you. And he says, I did something, so I basically did 80% of the work for you. So first of all, he wowed me with what he did. But one of the reasons why he wowed me was that it was just out of the blue, and it's definitely something I need. And, he figured that out for me, and nobody had ever done that.
I had talked to, Jerome comes to all the calls. So that's another thing is I see Jerome because he comes to all of the trainings and the calls and things like that. But speaking as the recipient, this really made him stand out for me. And it showed me, here's a go-getter. Here's a guy who, literally does something and gets it done.
My marketing and implementation, it was extremely simple and easy and effective. If anyone were to ask me who would I recommend and suggest, it would definitely be Jerome, because he really helped me simplify some of my offerings, compile them, and then to also see my value and what it was that I was offering the world.
Highly recommend each one of you, if you are someone looking to work in the real estate industry, then make sure you reach out to Mr. Jerome. I'm sure that he'll be the best person to guide you further.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jerome.
Thank you. You are appreciated.
I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jerome.